All set, Laura? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder to everyone, please turn off or silence their cell phones or electronic devices. This is a hearing of the Committee of Adjustment for the City of Thorold for Thursday, February 19th, 2026. Everyone present will be given an opportunity to speak for or against the applications being heard. Members of the public are welcome to speak to the planning matters before the committee today, specifically as they relate to the variance or land severance applications under consideration. Please ensure your comments focus on the relevant planning matters to which the committee is deciding on. When given a chance to speak, you have 5 minutes, so please make sure to be as clear and consistent as possible. For your information, Committee of Adjustment is a public process. Personal information such as the applicant's name and property address, which is reported at a Committee of Adjustment meeting, is public information. Minutes of this Committee of Adjustment meeting will be received by the Thorold City Council. Please address your comments and questions through the chair. A copy of the decision will be sent to the applicant or agent or to any person who files a written request. Agencies commenting on applications may request that certain conditions be imposed. Voicing objections to these conditions will not adversely affect the committee's decision. The Committee of Adjustment is a quasi-judicial body operating under the Planning Act, the Municipal Act, and the Statutory Powers Procedure Act, as well as various provincial regulations. Sections 45 and 50 of the Planning Act outline the circumstances surrounding the approval of minor variances and controlling the conveyance of land in Ontario and the prevention of subdivision of land except with governmental approval. The applicant, the minister, any specified person or public body who has an interest in the matter may, within 20 days of the making of the minor variance decision, or 20 days from the date of the mailing of the consent decision, appeal to the Ontario Land Tribunal. Please note, neighbors and others interested parties are not defined by the Planning Act are no longer eligible to file appeals as per Bill 23, More Homes Built Faster Act 2022. Would the Deputy Clerk please read the land acknowledgement?
The City of Thorold is situated on treaty land. This land is steeped in the rich history of the First Nations, such as the Haudenosaunee, the Haudenosaunee, and the Anishinaabe, including the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. There are many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people from across Turtle Island that live and work in Niagara today. The City of Thorold stands with all Indigenous people, past and present, in promoting the wise stewardship of the lands on which we live.
Thank you. Does any member of this panel have a pecuniary interest in any of the applications being considered? Nor do I. May I have a motion from the committee that the agenda be adopted as presented? Moved by Mr. Jackson, seconded by Mr. Ravenek. Any errors or omissions? Seeing none, all in favor? Thank you. May I have a motion that the minutes from December 18th, 2025 meeting be adopted? Mr. DiPaolo, Mr. Ravenek, all in favor? Thank you. Was notice given as required by the Planning Act?
Yes.
Thank you. Are there any requests for withdrawal or deferment?
No.
I'm sorry, that just, no, anyway. All right, moving forward. Application D1326, 2025, 1355 Uppers Lane, a minor variance. Madam Planner / Secretary Treasurer / whatever the other title.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you, the minor variance application D1326, 2025 for 1355 Uppers Lane at the Niagara Detention Center is seeking relief from minimum parking provisions for an institutional use in relation to two separate projects initiated by Infrastructure Ontario. The first project is a proposed 390 square meter expansion to the existing detention center as amended on February 17th, 2026. The increase in the gross floor area will not change the relief that has been requested and circulated. It is the city's assumption that the additional parking space that is required will be dealt with through site plan application D11-10-2025. The second project is in relation to a proposed modular bed facility and is going through a site plan process. The project was subject to a previous minor variance, D13-20-2025. The revision increases the facility from 50 to 100 beds, increasing the gross floor area by 112 square meters for a total floor area of approximately 2,562 square meters. The two applicants have agreed to combine their minor variances for parking relief together instead of submitting two separate applications. The variances were calculated for each proposal and summed together. Together, they are requesting relief to reduce the required parking spaces by 16, including the required barrier-free parking spaces from 2 to 0, the required loading space from 1 to 0. Currently, there are 134 parking spaces on site, including 3 accessible parking spaces. Staff have reviewed the application in respect to the Planning Act, provincial planning statements, the Niagara official plan, City of Thorold official plan, and City of Thorold comprehensive zoning bylaw. Under Section 45(1) of the Planning Act, the committee may grant the requested relief if the proposal demonstrates conformity with the 4-part test. In regard to meeting the general intent of the official plans, the subject lands are located in an institutional designation within the Rolling Meadows secondary plan area and the delineated built-up areas of the City of Thorold and Niagara official plans, respectively. The lands are currently the site of the Niagara Detention Center. With regard to meeting the general intent of the zoning bylaw, the subject lands are zoned major institutional, and aside from parking, meet all other provisions of the zone. The bylaw does not specify a parking rate for correctional facilities, and instead parking is calculated under the general use of all other institutional uses. Part 4 of the bylaw outlines the parking requirement for all, With regard to the appropriateness of the application, the center is intended to house persons on remand, awaiting trial, and those sentenced to terms 60 days or less, or offenders awaiting transfers to federal or provincial correctional facilities. Given the nature of this type of use, daily visitors, which would require more parking spaces, are not anticipated. There are currently, as mentioned, 3 barrier-free parking spaces on site and 134 spaces total, and parking is anticipated to be used almost exclusively by staff. And finally is the variance minor in nature. Parking demand is not a major consideration in the proposed developments and the expansion of the correctional facility, as staff levels are not expected to change drastically. The institution and agents have determined the parking required and have proposed the parking as part of a context-specific design. The application was circulated to partner agencies and organizations, as well as members of the public. No objections were received against the application from any agency, organization, or member of the public. In summary, planning staff are supportive of the application, and we recommend that the committee approve the application for its requested relief. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Planner. Who speaks on behalf of this application, please, if you could identify yourself?
Yeah, my name is Robin Ng. Good morning, Chair. I'm representing NGA Architects. We're the architect for the new addition to the existing building. And I also have my colleague here from Knorr Architect. They are the architect responsible for the expansion of the facility.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, committee, and staff members. Valdemar Nickel. I'm a planner with Knorr Architects at 2 Bloor Street East in Toronto on behalf of the Solicitor General's Office and Infrastructure Ontario for the modular build facility. Thank you.
Welcome, gentlemen. Go ahead with your presentation, please.
Perhaps.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, just in terms of being efficient with time, thank you. We agree with the staff report, and we believe that the requested variances for reduced parking, reduced loading, and barrier-free parking and bicycles do meet the tests. The minor variants are appropriate, desirable, and meet the intent of the bylaw. The proposal, just to give you a very high-level overview, is we have 2 projects going on concurrently. We already sat in front of you a few months ago with a parking study for the modular build facility of 50 beds. The 100 beds now are, because of increased demand, regretfully, but it's double occupancy being provided with a small, as we said, 100 or so square meter building expansion. And the second project is just a amenity space expansion for the Sergeant's Lounge. So there is no new demand being created, of course, by the clients of the facility, and of course, staff is being met with the current parking, and there is going to be a future parking lot to be paved as well. So perhaps rather than me speaking, we can answer any site-specific questions or matters that committee or staff may have pertaining to the application.
Thank you, Mr. Nickel. Maybe you could address the small change that we've seen since we received the application, the small change that came to us in the night.
Yeah,
Right.
that was a very small, minor increase from the client side to increase the area for the staff sergeant lounge area. That color in red represent about 52 square meters.
At the right-hand side of the purple, that is the new area that's been expanded next to the wooden deck below it. And that area, because if I can just jump in, we have met with Solicitor's General Office last night. Because they will be constructing and paving the existing gravel lot and increasing the size of that, we have capacity to add in, and we've decided this morning, 4 additional parking stalls into that new gravel lot that would accommodate for this new area, and then any other minor little tweaks to GFA, so we do not need to sit in front of you again, Mr. Chair and committee.
Committee members, questions, comments?
Could you just bring that diagram back up again? And if somebody could just illustrate maybe with the cursor where the gravel parking lot is?
It is located at the top center of the page. If, yes, that area is under the site plan control application that's currently being reviewed by staff, is having 2 more rows being added to the left and to the right side, and with a snow storage area to the, I'm going to say, to the top of the page as well. So that is the parking lot that's being repaved or paved and expanded.
All right, thank you.
Well, let's put it on the floor. I'll move to accept.
Based on and having done a site visit and everything that you've heard this morning and read, and we have a seconder for that motion. Mr. Jackson. Further questions or comments? Seeing none. All in favor of the motion? Thank you. Passed.
Mr. Chair, thank you. Committee members, thank you. And more importantly, staff, thank you for your ongoing support, collaboration, and assistance with this priority project. Very much appreciated, and it's been a pleasure to work with the city. Thank you all so much for your time and efforts to date.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good morning.
You too. Any new business? Next meeting is March
19th.
19th? Mr. Avanek, sorry.
Yeah, I had, in the email, I had mentioned to Courtney that we've gotten our notices for our OCA membership renewals.
Yes, so, Courtney, I think, is going to speak to that.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
I believe last year we just refunded through check requisitions. So if you send your invoice, I will refund. I'll have the city refund you.
Mr. Pizzo.
The city used to send it in. Why don't you people do it now?
I can ask finance if you like. If there's an alternative method.
We've asked finance before.
Oh, okay.
This has been the same for years.
So
It's annoying.
it was always done by the city.
Yeah, in the early days, yeah, you're right. Yeah. So was the conference administration and so on. I'm sorry? It's not you, it's the public at large that want to hear you.
I can check, and I'll let you know.
That's my concern, man.
Anything else?
Oh, sorry.
Peter Paul.
I just wanted to recognize, I think it was Courtney that put together the memorandum of the summary. That was well done. Thank you for that, and I appreciated the overview on that, so thank you.
Well done, well done. Mr. Davidson.
Just very quickly, I thank you to Member DiPaolo for raising it. I just didn't know if committee had any questions about the year in review. It was, I think we had asked for it, or it was requested late last year, so we just threw it together. So if there were any questions or any concerns, we're here if anyone had any questions on it as well.
Don't see any. No, that was a good report. That was good that came out. Interesting. Okay, folks.
Motion to move.
Motion to adjourn.
Seconded.
All in favor. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
When's the next meeting, you said?
19th.